This is Kelly Hill, Executive Editor of RCR Wireless News. I'm joined today by Michiel Lotter, who has recently taken over as CEO of Nextivity. Michiel, thank you so much for being here today. And I imagine that the first 90 days of being CEO of Nextivity have to be pretty exciting. What are your new product launches at IWCE 2021?
Hey, Kelly, thanks for the congratulation words on being CEO. It's truly exciting. I've been with the company for a long time, and it's exciting to take over the CEO role. We are very excited about what we're offering at IWCE. Our goal with Nextivity moving forward is to truly be a complete end-to-end supplier of everything that you need, to solve all of the issues around in-building coverage, and specifically also, of course, on the public safety side. So to essentially round out our product portfolio in public safety, we are launching two things at IWCE. First, we are launching our Solar Red product, which is a HalfWatt Class A and Class B complete in-building wireless solution. And then we're also adding some fiber capabilities to our existing Quattro Red product to allow the Quattro Red to be used in a number of different applications, in addition to what we can do today.
And why is a HalfWatt solution so important?
So the HalfWatt is extremely important because more and more buildings have to comply with the requirement to have great in-building public safety coverage. And we are seeing this requirement being pushed down onto buildings that are a little bit smaller than what you would traditionally have. And as the building sizes become smaller, of course, we need a more cost-effective solution to be able to address the in-building requirements for public safety. And this is really where the HalfWatt comes in, right? So for those smaller buildings up to around, sort of the 250,000 square foot building sizes, the Solar Red is targeted at those types of buildings. And what is also important for us is we're taking all of the learning that we've had over the last year or two in public safety, and we've really applied that into the Solar Red product as well to make it a truly complete solution.
What makes the Self-Eye public safety products so different? You have a no noise guarantee. Tell us a little bit about that.
So the no noise guarantee is something that's really important to us, and it's actually something that has been part of Nextivity since the founding of Nextivity. We hear a lot about no noise in the public safety sector today, but the no noise issues, they are equally as important on the on commercial cellular networks as well. So over the last 10 plus years, as Nextivity has worked with commercial mobile phone operators across the world, and today we are in operation on more than 200 networks across the globe, we've really refined all of the technology that's needed to ensure that the network is never harmed. And so when we took these first steps into public safety, we actually brought this technology that's been hardened over the last 10 plus years, and we've pulled that into the public safety side of things to ensure that we can never harm the network. Now, in commercial, on the commercial side of things, it's important not to harm the network because there's some capacity issues that can arise. But in public safety, of course, it could be a matter of life or death, right? You cannot do anything to harm the network and interrupt first responder communication. So for us, this is something that is truly part of our DNA. It's something that we take very seriously. And we've taken all of this learning that we've had and we've put this into both our Solar Red product as well as our Quattro Red product line.
So Nextivity is expanding the Self-Eye Quattro Red product line at IWCE this year?
We are. So, as I mentioned before, we are introducing our Solar Red product, which is the HalfWatt BDA. We have added the fiber capability, which we call our fiber range extender, to our Quattro Red product. And this would allow you to essentially take what we call our coverage unit and put it up to 1.5 kilometers away from the network unit. So for campus type of applications, high-rise type of applications, you can now address that with the Quattro Red product along with our fiber range extender. The other thing that we are doing, and this is I think another big push that we'll see from Nextivity over the next year, is we're trying to open up our ecosystem more and more to allow our system integrator partners to be able to use third-party products where it makes sense. So for example, we're opening up our interfaces to be able to use a third-party battery backup system. We are also launching something which we call our management unit, which essentially takes all of those management requirements that you have according to UL 2524 and putting that in a nice small package, right, that you can then use together with the Quattro Red system, for example, and interface it to these third-party systems, like a battery backup system.
You mentioned fiber. Can you tell us a little bit more about that and when you would need it?
So the fiber is, comes to in its own in a couple of different applications. So the most obvious one would be campus style deployments, where you have a single, number of different buildings. But essentially, what you want to do is limit the antenna setup to one building, and then distribute the signal over fiber to all of the remote campus locations. The Quattro architecture is very well suited to an application like this, because we have this scalability built into the Quattro Red system, where you can have either all the way from 1 to 6 CUs connected to our central unit, our network unit. And so the model that we can offer now through the introduction of the fiber capability is where you can have one building. That's the main building, is where all of your antenna setup is, and then from that building you can put coverage units in remote buildings and connect them via fiber. There's a few other applications as well, high rises, and a few custom applications where this extended range that we can achieve with the between our network unit and our coverage unit allows us to just address a broader range of applications.
And what makes Selfie public safety products different in terms of their tools? Maybe you can talk a little bit about that differentiator.
So one of the big drivers that we have this year as well is one where we focus on solution and the end-to-end experience that our system integrator partners will have when they deploy Selfie products. So our goal is to enable our partners to be able to deploy products as rapidly as possible and as safely as possible. So once you've installed a system, a Selfie system, you will be, you are guaranteed that this system will cause no harm to the network, will give you the maximum coverage that you could possibly get inside of the building, and you can prove it to your customer as well. So we've invested a lot of time and energy into our cloud-based Wave portal system that allows you to monitor and manage all Selfie products, including our Quattro Red and our Solar Red products. But we've got, and this is something that's been around for quite some time, but we've actually taken the next step now, and we've expanded our apps that are available for system integrators to use to help to install the overall system. So our Wave Pro app is available today, and it tightly integrates with our Wave portal. And now we allow you to, for example, do a walk test and upload floor plans into the Wave portal, do your design in the Wave portal, go and do a walk test, before and after the installation of the system, using the Wave Pro app alongside our Selfie Compass handheld test tool. So this overall experience, right, is what we're after, right? So to help our system integrated partners just to be as efficient as possible. And one of the unique things that we've done as well is I think we are the first company to offer the ability to do a talk out test without having to organize with the AHJ to have a channel dedicated to you and organize for someone outside the building to listen and so forth, right? Using a unique system that we have where you can use essentially an off-the-shelf walkie-talkie, we can allow you to actually go and do this talk out test, right? And we'll guarantee you that if you pass this test, you are going to pass the AHJ test at the end of the day. So all of this is really focused on that speed of deployment and safety of deployment. And I think that's one of the things that sets all of the Nextivity products, especially our public safety products, apart from anything else that's available in the industry today.
Michiel, thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate your time and your insights, and best of luck as CEO.
Thank you, appreciate it. And looking forward to an exciting year next year.